Isoelectronic ions. What are isoelectronic ions? I would love to see your definition of isoelectronic ions. Drop your definition of isoelectronic ions at the comment section, then come back and check if your definition is correct. Okay, so to the definition of isoelectronic ions. What are isoelectronic ions? Isoelectronic ions are ions of atoms of elements that have the same number of electrons but different number of protons. In other words, isoelectronic ions have the same electronic configuration as a result of having the same number of electrons, but they have different atomic number as a result of having different number of protons. I believe you got that definition right. Okay, so we have a question on the board that says neutral atom of neon with atomic number 10 is isoelectronic with A, potassium ion, B, magnesium ion, C, calcium ion, D, lithium ion. So we are going to check which of these ions of atoms of elements have the same number of electrons with an atom of neon. So let's proceed. Solution. An atom of neon has an atomic number of 10. Okay, now we'll start with the first one. For potassium ion, the atomic number of potassium is 19. Okay, so this positive sign here, the one positive sign we have here, shows that potassium is losing one electron. Okay, and if potassium is losing one electron, this is the atomic number, right? An atomic number is equal to the number of protons present in the nucleus of the atom of an element. And in a neutral atom, this number of protons is equal to the number of electrons. Okay, but this is no longer a neutral atom, meaning that the number of this proton is not equal to the number of electrons. Okay, so potassium is losing one electron. The number of electrons in potassium ion is now equal to 19 minus 1, which will give us 18. So a potassium ion has what? 18 electrons. Okay, let's move to the next one. We have magnesium ion, Mg2+. So in Mg2+, the atomic number of magnesium is what? 12. Okay, and if we have 2+ here, two positive signs, that shows that magnesium is losing 2 electrons. And if it's losing 2 electrons, the number of electrons will end up being 12 minus 2, which will end up giving us what? 10. Let's check for the next one. We have calcium ion, Ca2+, and the atomic number of calcium ion is 20. If 20 is the atomic number of calcium ion, that means 20 is the number of protons, but 20 cannot be the number of electrons because calcium is already losing 2 electrons. Okay, and if calcium is losing 2 electrons, we will now end up having 20 minus 2 will end up giving us 18. Okay, then for the last one, which is lithium ion, the atomic number of lithium is what? 3. So lithium has an atomic number of 3. And if 3 is the atomic number of lithium, the number of electrons will end up being, lithium is losing 1 electron. So the number of electrons now will be 3 minus 1, which is equal to 2. Now from what we have on the board here, the only ion that has the same number of electrons with a neutral atom of neon, which is what we have here, is magnesium ion. That is option B. Okay, so our correct answer is what? Option B. If you still find it difficult how to determine the number of protons, electrons, and neutrons, I already made a video on that earlier. You can check out the other videos on my page or on my profile. You will find the video that succinctly explains how to easily determine the number of electrons, protons, and neutrons either in an atom or the ions of those atoms of elements. Okay, I believe you got the explanation I gave. If you have any question, you can always reach out to me for clarifications and to get an answer to your questions. Okay, see you in the next episode. Bye.